Greetings, everybody. Welcome to Her Majesty blog. Oh yes, we're back. It's another Thursday, and you're here with you at 6:30 today. We apologize for the delay, and we apologize for any inconvenience this has caused. But we're here. It's any, we are within. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Let's do this. So if you're watching this for the first time, welcome. This is Her Majesty blog. And what we do here is that we basically revolutionize standards of beauty, and we're also all about creating social development through woman empowerment. So today, yazini kuzoshisa. Like today on our episode of It Is Within Her, we have not one, but two amazing guests, and we are just about to have a wonderful chat. I'm so excited. I am so excited. I'm waiting for them to just send me through their request to join. Then we are about to have an awesome time. I hope you're ready. I hope you are as ready and excited as I am for tonight. They are here. So if you're watching this for the first time, we here every single Thursday. All right, our first guest is here. Let me quickly accept her. It's coming, it's loading. Yes, there you go. Hi, Katja.
Hi. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, thank you. Let's just wait for Tsakani real quick. I think she's coming. It should be with us right now.
No problem.
Hello.
Huh?
Hi.
Hello.
Tsakani. Hi. How you doing?
I'm very well, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining us today. Oh my goodness, you look like the queens that you are. You look absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh yes. And apologies once again for the delay. And thank you so much for your patience, ladies.
Definitely.
Pleasure.
Let's get right into it. I mean, we are hosting the royalty of Miss Egoli. Like, you know what? We are honored here on Her Majesty. We are excited. We are, being in your presence is everything to us. So let's not waste any more time. I'll start with you, Tsakani. Tell us when and where did your pageant journey begin?
Yeah, my pageant journey began last year, right? Yes,
What?
it began last year.
Okay.
Yeah. It began last year. I never thought pageants would be a space that I would feel kind of accepted in, or feel like, it's a space that I would fit into, because of the standards that are in beauty pageants most of the times. But I was like, hey, like, why not? Why not try this out and see, what could potentially come out of this? And honestly, it was the best decision I ever made. The most amazing. So it actually began last year.
You, queen.
Hey.
Ever made. What about you, Katleho? Where and when did your pageant journey begin?
A coincidence because mine also started, I think, around about last year. But like when I was like young. When I was like, I think I won Miss Preschool, like when I was in preschool. And then from then, nothing up until last year. And I think I entered, like, I was just very brave, hey? I entered Miss Gauteng Exclusive, and I was a semi-finalist. And I was like, okay, we can do this,
I mean,
we're ready. And then Miss
come on.
Egoli, and a title came out of it. I'm like, okay. The universe, I will listen. And yeah, from then, nothing is really trying to stop me at this point. I'm currently a semi-finalist at Miss International South Africa. So.
Oh yes. Come on. Clearly, the universe is aligning for both of you ladies, and it's wonderful to see. I mean, often you'd hear somebody say, I started when I was 5, and then I went to high school and I was still doing it, and then I went to university. But you know what? When it's your time, it's your time. It doesn't matter if they started last year,
2 years before, 3 years before. Look, when it's your time, it's absolutely your time. So now, ladies, tell me, how has being part of the Miss Egoli royalty changed your day-to-day lives?
Okay, I'll start. So for me, it just rooted the seeds that I've always wanted to plant, right? So I was like, I was ambitious enough to start this. So God, I just need a title to show the world that it's not about the society standards, it's not about how they perceive you, but if you're willing enough and if you want it enough, it will come to you and you will make your mark. So that's how basically it has changed me. From now on, people are seeing at me, they're looking at me in a different perspective. No, they are admiring me, they're admiring my bravery and my confidence. It's just, it's amazing, honestly.
Yeah.
Ah, wow, awesome stuff. And what about you, Tsakani?
For me, I think it's definitely made me a lot more aware of how I am presenting myself everywhere that I go. You know, not to say that before I wasn't very conscious of how I'm presenting myself, you know, but I think once there's a certain brand attached to you, you want to make sure that you represent them in the best way possible. So I think I'm more like aware of how I present myself when I go out, either at work or even, you know, anywhere that I go. Yes, like I'm more aware now, I think, of how I am in general, with, you know, even how I dress and how I present myself. So I think to a certain extent, it's also helped me take better care of myself, because now you're consciously thinking of, I need to, you know, be a certain way. And so yeah, for me, it's definitely just made me more aware of how I'm presenting myself to everyone around me.
And how has your time changed? Because now that you guys are part of the royalty, as I've mentioned, I mean, sometimes you need to fit in times for us who ask you guys your interviews. Sometimes you have to fit in times for, you know, your other projects as well. How has that changed?
Yo, it has changed very significantly because you must always be aware and always in tune with everything that's happening around you. Because like this interview, you never know when you might have an interview. You never know when they might call you somewhere. It might just be in the moment of something that they call you and say, hey, we need someone to judge a pageant. So are you available? Are you willing? So you need to always have to be ready to engage with people that are in the pageantry system and always be ready to acknowledge, because if I say I want to have an interview with you and I can't get a hold of you, then what does it mean as a queen, or what does it mean as a title holder? So yeah.
All right. And what about you, my queen?
Yeah, I think for me, it's just, it teaches you to just be more flexible. To Yeah, I think especially if you're very organized and you always want to plan things, you know, so that you have a certain structure, you just have to be open to that structure sometimes not going the way that you planned, or, you know, the way that you'd hoped. But I think that's what also makes it fun. I mean, we get to talk to people like you, like, you know, right? So yeah, I mean, last week I didn't know that I'd be, you know, sitting here talking to you. So I think that's what also makes it very fun.
Ah, wow, absolutely, absolutely amazing. Because, like, I think the reason why I was asking you is that besides you guys being queens, I feel as though you've got your own separate lives, be it academics, be it work, be it whatever, and having to include that and family life and everything, you know, there needs to be some level where you strike a balance and you're like, okay, I'm actually doing this while I'm actually, you know what, not letting the other one feel like it's not balanced as a result of being a queen. Ning ning, your friends are like, hey, salo oba queen, ano ka rin? You know, but yeah, man, it's really lovely to hear how you guys have it all balanced out, ladies. And wow, so let's get to more exciting parts about the pageants, right? So what are your most embarrassing moments during the pageants journey?